is if we created our very own mascot. Okay? Do you guys know what a mascot is? Who's the Eagles mascot?
Say it louder.
Yes, swoop. We need to make our own version of a swoop. All right? And I thought it might be fun if we all designed it together. Does that sound fun?
But not of sharks.
Okay, no sharks. I got it.
Even
No
not
sharks.
you. Even not you.
Nobody can do sharks.
No.
Okay, nobody's doing sharks. Oh no, there's a shark in there! All right, ready? Break!
If you're a parent, you know the feeling. That primal, gut-deep surge of protectiveness that comes when someone, anyone, threatens the peace of your cubs. For most of us, it's dealing with a playground bully or a snippy comment from a relative. But when you're Kylie Kelce, that protective instinct has to extend into the vast, often cruel worlds of the internet. Welcome in, everyone. We're diving deep today into a story that's equal parts infuriating and utterly relatable. On a recent Thanksgiving special of her podcast, Kylie Kelce, wife of Philadelphia Eagles legend Jason Kelce, decided she'd had enough. The target of her frustration? Online trolls who've made a habit of mocking the names of her and Jason's 4 daughters, Wyatt, Elliot, Bennett, and Finley. Let's get right into the meat of it. Kylie didn't tiptoe around the issue. She went straight for the jugular with the level of candor that has become her trademark. Let's listen to the clip that's got everyone talking. What's with the boy names? I'll tell you what's with the boys' names. We, my husband and I, liked gender-neutral names for our daughters. Elliot's nickname is Ellie, so you can fuck off. The part that I take issue with on people having issues with our names is that I actually didn't ask. I didn't ask what you thought about my kids' names. My husband and I agreed on the names. We liked them. And there it is. I actually didn't ask. It's a sentence that should be printed on a t-shirt for every parent who has ever been on the receiving end of unsolicited advice. Let's break this down. First, the justification. We liked gender-neutral names. It's a simple, clean, modern explanation. But then she immediately undercuts the need for any justification at all with the masterstroke. Elliot's nickname is Ellie, so you can fuck off. The part that I take issue with on people having issues with our names is that I actually didn't ask. I didn't ask what you thought about my kids' names. My husband and I agreed on the names. We liked them. And there it is. I actually didn't ask. It's a sentence that should be printed on a t-shirt for every parent who has ever been on the receiving end of unsolicited advice. Let's break this down.
This is the core of the Kelce brand, isn't it? It's the same raw, unfiltered authenticity we see from Jason on the football field and in press conferences. It's a family that operates without a filter, and in a world of curated Instagram lives, that's profoundly refreshing. She's not a celebrity reading a PR statement. She's a mom, in her kitchen, telling the nosy neighbors to mind their own business. This isn't a one-off moment of frustration. This is part of a larger tapestry of how Jason and Kylie Kelce navigate their very public, yet fiercely normal, family life. Remember a few weeks back when Jason told that story about the Disney World waffle? We're in Disney World, right? A big group. And I'm trying to get my oldest to share a Mickey waffle, just a piece of it, and she is having none of it, full-blown meltdown. And I'm in the standoff thinking, I am a grown man, a former NFL center, and I'm losing a battle of wills over a waffle with a preschooler. You just have to laugh. The waffle story. It's so perfectly mundane. It has nothing to do with fame or fortune. It's about a universal parenting truth. Sometimes you pick the wrong hill to die on. And by sharing it, Jason immediately bridges the gap between the superstar athlete and the dad in the grocery store having a similar standoff over a fruit snack. And then there's their approach to the holidays. While Kylie was planning her tactical Thanksgiving operation, kids at one table with the TV, adults at another, Jason was sheepishly admitting to People magazine that he snakes off to fry a turkey, a separate, almost rogue culinary operation away from the main kitchen. This is their dynamic. It's chaotic, it's a little unorthodox, but it's their chaos. They've built a family culture on doing what works for them, whether it's a waffle in Florida, a turkey in the backyard, or the names they chose with love for their children. And that brings us back to the central thesis of Kylie's rant: autonomy. The sheer audacity of thinking you have a vote in another family's decisions. Choosing a name is one of the most intimate, hopeful acts of parenthood. It's a word filled with meaning, with dreams for who that tiny person might become. To have that picked apart by strangers on the internet reduces it to a trivial aesthetic choice, stripping it of all its personal significance. Kylie's statement, "My husband and I agreed on the names. We like them," is the only data point that matters. It's a closed loop. There is no committee. There is no focus group. There is a mother and a father looking at their child and saying, "You are Wyatt. You are Elliot. You are Bennett. You are Finley." And that is the end of the discussion. This taps into a much larger cultural conversation about mom shaming and the constant low-grade scrutiny parents, especially mothers, are under. What they feed their kids, how they discipline them, how they dress them, and yes, what they name them. Kylie's clapback is a rallying cry for every parent who is tired of having to justify their choices to an invisible jury. She's using her platform not just to defend her own daughters, but to give a voice to every parent who has ever seethed silently at a passive-aggressive comment. Let's think about the message this sends to Wyatt, Elliot, Bennett, and Finley as they grow up. They are seeing their mother, in real time, defend their family's choices with strength and conviction. She isn't bending to the pressure to conform. She's modeling resilience. She's teaching them that what their family does is their business, and that they have every right to set boundaries against the outside world. These girls are being raised in a household where their names, strong, gender-neutral names, are a source of pride, not a subject for debate. They're being raised by a father who will get into a waffle standoff for them, and a mother who will tell the entire internet to back off for them. The names are just the headline. The real story is the fortress of love and defiance being built around those 4 little girls. So where does this leave us? The controversy over the Kelce girls' names was never really about the names. It was a test of a family's principle. And the Kelces passed with flying colors. They responded not with carefully crafted PR, but with the same messy, real, and fiercely protective energy that defines their entire approach to parenting. In a world that constantly demands explanations, "I didn't ask" is a powerful and complete sentence. It's a reminder that our families are our own sovereign nations, with their own laws, traditions, and customs. The Kelces have given us a blueprint. Love your kids fiercely, do what works for your family, and don't be afraid to tell the rest of the world to, well, you know the quote. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and follow for more.